The story of Terry Cottle's heart might as well have started in 1988, when Terry met Cheryl Sweat at work. At this time, they were both married to other people, but Cheryl's marriage was to end due to her husband being married to another person at the same time. After that, Terry and Cheryl got together. When Terry's wife found out, she filed for a divorce. Just 9 days after the divorce was finalized, Terry and Cheryl were married. The couple lived in wedded bliss in the beginning. Terry adopted Cheryl's 2 sons, and they had a daughter together. In 1994, the couple moved into a double-wide trailer in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. And during the Christmas season of that year, Cheryl's mother would move in with them. This is when things began to go downhill for their relationship. Despite earning a real estate license, becoming a certified emergency medical technician, and working to support Cheryl while she was in school, Cheryl was never satisfied financially with him. A month later, Terry moved into his sister's home. Not long after, Cheryl began to make frequent visits, cooking dinner and spending the night with him in order to fix their relationship. Eventually, Terry moved back into their marital home, and only 3 weeks later, the couple had an intense argument. On March 15th, after Cheryl told Terry that she couldn't be married to a man who made less money than she did, the couple agreed to end their relationship. The next morning, Terry took a .22 caliber revolver, placed it behind his right ear, and killed himself in the bathroom of their home. Cheryl told the officials 2 different stories of how she found him. One instance says that her son had shouted that Dad had a gun just before the gun went off, and in the other she said that she had physically tried to stop him. Terry was sent to the hospital, where 4 days later life support would be pulled and his organs donated. Sonny Graham was a former Air Force veteran, avid hunter, fisherman, and father of 2 who had been married to his wife Elaine for more than 3 decades. His friend Bill Carson fondly remembers him as a man's man. Sonny was a longtime manager of the telephone service provider for the Hilton's Head Island. He knew almost everyone on the island, and everyone loved him. He even had a local high school football field named after him. Sonny was 57 years old on March 20th when he got the call that would save his life. Earlier, he had contracted a virus that damaged his heart muscles and had been on the transplant list for more than a year. Just 6 months after the transplant, Sonny was able to go on a fishing trip with his old friend Bill Carson. According to friends, Sonny had undergone strange and subtle changes. He now craved beer, had a general restlessness about him, and gained a taste for hot dogs, which had been Terry Cottle's favorite food. Sonny contacted the South Carolina Organ Procurement Agency in order to forward a thank you letter to his donor's family. Against his children's objections, Sonny had the letter sent with the intent of meeting Terry's widow. Cheryl eventually called Sonny, and on January of 1997, Sonny and his wife were to meet Cheryl at a romantic waterfront restaurant in Charleston. Sonny would later write a letter that he fell in love with Cheryl the moment he laid eyes upon her. However, Cheryl would marry her 3rd husband in April of that year, even having Sonny give her away at the wedding. In 1999, Cheryl gave birth to a son, and at the same time, Elaine found out that her husband's relationship with Cheryl was more than fatherly. Both couples would separate shortly after. Cheryl and Sonny moved into a mobile home together on land he had purchased in his hometown. Meanwhile, a house was being built on the property to her specifications. Domestic bliss did not last long, and Cheryl left Graham in May 2002 and married John Johnson Jr. A year later, her marriage crumbled, and in 2003, police officers were called to the home where both parties accused each other of abuse. The couple separated, and Cheryl promptly married Sonny on December 8, 2004. Sonny opened a landscaping business, and Cheryl's 2 oldest sons worked for him. Even up until his death, Sonny was making plans for the future. He talked to friends about upcoming golf tournaments and invited some to come fish with him. The week of the 13th year anniversary of his heart transplant would be his last. That week, he went on a fishing trip with his old friend Bill Carson, who said that Sonny wasn't his happy-go-lucky self. Then on April 1st, Sonny Graham woke up, drank some coffee, and went into the shed in the backyard that he had built. He picked up his 12-gauge Remington shotgun and pointed the muzzle at the right side of his throat, and then pulled the trigger. According to Cheryl's old friend Tom Hilton, one evening when they were drinking, Cheryl had complained that Sonny hadn't left her a dime. Other friends also noted that she was not behaving like a grieving widow after Sonny's death. An investigation was started even though Toombs County coroner ruled it a suicide. It turned out that Sonny had spent all of his retirement funds in order to keep Cheryl in the life she wanted to live. There was also a post on Cheryl's MySpace of a man with the caption, "My new boyfriend." The picture was posted 6 days before Sonny's death. The man in the picture later confirmed that they had been seeing each other. Investigators interviewed Cheryl's surviving exes and revealed more chilling depths to the woman's personality. John Johnson Jr. told of an incident where he found Cheryl clutching a .22 revolver in the bathroom. When he wrestled the gun from her, her family rushed in, and she had claimed that he was trying to kill himself. He stated that one day she would love you, and the next she would hate you. During a dispute in 2005 over custody of grandchildren from her first marriage, Cheryl had called her ex and told him that she would blow his brains out with her .38. Carter was granted a protective order for this incident. What do you make of this story? Certainly it is a wonder that Sonny fell for the woman that his donor had been in love with the very moment he met her. Could that be a cell memory? And what do you think about the way they both met their end? Could that as well be cell memory, or something more sinister? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please give it a like and share. If you want more weekly weird content, then subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Sleep tight, friends.